In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what your main character traits are. If you have been around, you know who I am, feel free to skip right to your reading and I'll see you there. If you're new to this channel, hi, welcome to this community. My name is Jacey. I am an energy reader and this channel is all about connecting with your highest divine self. If you're completely new also to pick a card readings on this lovely YouTube land, all you have to do is pick a number between 1 over here, so pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3, whichever deck you're most drawn to, whichever number you're most drawn to. Go down to the description box below, click on the timestamp correlating to the number that you have chosen, and that is where your reading will start today. Now without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Pile number 1, let's find out what your outstanding main character traits are. How are we all doing today? Thank you so much for letting me tune into your energy to read for you. If you're looking for private readings, you can find that in the Etsy link in the description box below. Not everyone needs private readings. Actually, 100% of you guys don't need them. It's for people that feel like maybe they need a pick-me-up. Other than that, you have all the answers you could possibly need within yourself. Tune in to yourself, quiet your mind, and the answers you seek are always within you and around you. And if you just tuned in and let yourself come to a grounded state of being, the answers always will come to you. Pile number 1, I can already tell that you guys are extremely mystical people. You are people that will go against the grain of society. You will go against the grain of everything that's mainstream. You are very strong with your boundaries. You are very good at saying no. And whether you feel like this is true or not, this is what you will live into. This is who you are becoming. Someone that is very sure of themselves. Yes, you are a witch. Yes, you are mystical. You are able to see life with a fresh, new, different perspective than 99.9% of the rest of the population. You just see life differently. You are a complete fairy-like goddess that has ascended into human form to do what you need to do on this planet. Your purpose in this life is to break the ancestral chain of events that has been happening with your mother, with your grandmother, with your whole lineage. You came here and reincarnated through your family, through your mother and father, to break the chain of all the patterns that they have been experiencing through the lifetimes, through the generations. You guys have this huge responsibility. And it's not that it's a huge responsibility, it's just that it is going to be pivotal in shifting humanity in itself. And you came equipped to do so, and that's why I'm saying it's not this huge thing, because you have everything you could need to do it. You know, if someone were to take on a task and they didn't, if they were to go to war and they didn't have their armor and shield and sword, then yeah, it's a big deal. They're probably going to be unalived pretty quick. But you came into this metaphorical war equipped, and so you have the strength, you have your angel wings, you can fly above the whole situation to see in bird's eye view what's going on, metaphorically speaking. You have your metaphorical sword and shield, you have your armor on, so you're able to tackle on this task with more ease than if someone didn't have your massive angel wings to see, you know, the situation above ground. I hope that makes sense. Your outstanding main character traits: strong boundaries. You guys are strong-willed. You have your own original thoughts that come to you through channeling, through God himself, the universe, whoever your God is. You're able to channel and speak to your God so much easier than most other people. So it's not that your main character traits, your strengths, is that you are a... I just heard like a horn, and I never hear... You don't really hear horns. Okay. So let me pull out my cards. You guys are a spiritual warrior, and I'm not saying it in a woo-woo way. I'm literally saying that you are a knight in shining armor, whether you are male or female. I'm not saying in a romantic kind of connotation. I'm saying it as you are quite literally in your spiritual guardian angel armor, and you have come to earth to do what you're meant to do. And you came to this planet with a very defined, specific purpose. So deep within you, and I feel like a lot of you guys are becoming aware of your purpose, you're gonna come into this earth with this level of stubbornness because you have this thing you want to do on planet. It's very well defined, and you're not going to let anyone sway you. So that's one of your personality traits. You're opinionated. You are brave. You are courageous. But these things come naturally to you. You're not trying to be brave or courageous. You just are. And you're also very in tune. Like all these strengths, all these things that people maybe have poked fun at you when you were growing up, or even people around you in general, maybe they have tried to bring you down to their level, but because they are intimidated by this high power source that you have within you, you have the leap. So again, you are this mystical fairy-like creature, this guardian warrior angel with massive angel wings that can fly above and see the land from a higher perspective. And you will have many moments in your life where you'll be feeling like you're quite literally flying. You don't feel grounded so much because you're drawn to take a leap of faith. You're drawn to take a leap, literally, into the ether of life, into the skies, into the heavens. And the universe will catch you every single time, because you're meant to fly, you're meant to inspire, you're meant to lead, you're meant to carve a new path for humanity, and you're meant to say no to basically everything that already exists, because everything that already exists has already been done. So here you are needing to say no to these paths that are so perfectly primed up and properly done up by all the people that have already walked in it. No, you're going to say no to all of this. This is done. Here you are, discovering new caves, discovering new land, discovering new pathways. Yeah, it's going to feel a little rough, but it's going to be fun and adventurous for you. It's going to feel uplifting because this is your purpose. You're going to feel like you're doing what you came down here to do. You're going to take a leap of faith, and it's going to feel so natural to you. It's going to feel like you're flying. It's going to feel like you're ascending. It's going to feel so good, you know, to someone else that doesn't have the skin that you have, doesn't have the brain that you have. This is going to feel so terrifying to them. But to you, this is what you're meant to do. So a lot of people might even tell you that you guys are so brave to do that. You guys are so, how do you start your career over and over again every 2 or 3 years? Well, no, it's because you're meant to. It's not out of the norm for you. It just is how life is going. It's not, you know, for you, it's absolutely normal. And actually, it feels really good to do what you do. Pile number 1's main character traits, please. Trust your path. Okay, so Again, look, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And this is a question for you, pile number 1 right now. This is little advice coming at you right now. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, pile number 1, what would you do? What are some ideas that you have been wanting to execute? What are some things that you've been wanting to do? Have you been wanting to travel? Have you been wanting to start a company? Have you been wanting to start a YouTube channel? Have you been wanting to start a business? Have you been wanting to create something? What is that thing? And it is a path that is very foreign. Yes, your ego might freak out, and maybe you are just wondering and trying to get more things prepared, but actually when you take the leap of faith, the universe will catch you. That's how it's going to happen. You don't need to worry about anything, because I feel like as you age, as you progress through the timeline of your life, you're going to begin to not care more and more. You're just going to execute your ideas. You're just going to execute your purpose over and over again. It's going to keep happening. And I feel like I'm saying this because some of you guys in pile number 1 are still in that maybe mindset of coming out of your humanness, where you fear the new, where you are maybe not sure of where this is going to take you, where this path might seem a little scary right now, but that is only your ego that is saying these things to you, because your soul knows that you're meant to go on this path. Your soul knows that you're meant to be on this wilderness path. You are a wild spirit, and that's what makes you so outstanding. Everyone that comes in contact with you are so inspired by the way you are, the way you speak, the way you do things. It's so refreshing. It's so different, in case you don't already know that. Because your spiritual body and the evolution of your spirit is so evolved, people feel really heard, people feel really seen by you, because you have gone through so much. And not only have you gone through so much in this lifetime, you've gone through so much in your previous lifetimes that you just understand where people are coming from. You're able to connect with all different walks of life, and people feel that, and they feel really comfortable around you. That's one of your outstanding main character traits, is that you are able to connect with people in a grounded, level-headed way. You know, there are so many people that are only able to connect with, you know, their own type of people. I'm not going to try to expand on that point, because I feel like you guys already get what I'm trying to say with that. You guys are dragons. Look, you are absolutely mystical. We started off with that. You are witches. You guys are goddesses. You guys are gods in human form, period. You have done a lot in your previous thousands and millions of lifetimes, and you have earned the trophy of wisdom and earned the trophy of karma that is always going to work in your favor. Supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. So that's a reading I have for you guys, pile number 1. I hope you liked it. That was really powerful to read into. If you liked it, help me boop that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. I post every single week, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Pile number 2, how are we all doing? Let's find out what are your outstanding main character traits are that makes you who you are. If you are looking for private readings, you can find that in the Etsy shop in the link below in my description box. That is for people that maybe needs a quick pick-me-up, but I believe that no one actually truly needs coaching or readings, because you have all the answers that you could possibly need within you if you just find a moment to be still and ground yourself. The answers are all around you, and it will come to you as long as you are on top of your spiritual hygiene, do your manifestation practices, spend time meditating, spend time in silence, and allow the answers and messages and the confidence of what you need to do next will come to you. It always will, 100% of the time. So back to your reading, pile number 2. What are your outstanding main character traits? Okay, pile number 2, your outstanding main character traits is that the first thing I notice is this joy and stability, this aura you have around you that is as powerful as the sun. When you walk into the room, you are bright, you are shining, you are powerful, you emit a lot of orange color, a lot of golden color, a lot of bright colors. I feel like for some of you guys, it's this beautiful pastel pink color that comes out of your auric energy as well. Some of you guys have hints of greens, some of you guys have hints of purples. I'm tapping into a lot of people, so I can go on for a little bit and get really precise in your energetic field, but the main pattern for all pile number 2s here is that you guys are extremely bright, you're very uplifting, people feel like they are ascending vibrationally when they are around you. They feel as though you're just a simply very uplifting person, very joyful, very carefree, being around you is an absolute joy to be around. You're always laughing, you're always feeling like you're having a good time. People love basking in the same room that you are in, because when you're in a room, when you walk into a room, you flood the entire room with your energy. It's very glowy, it's very glittery. You help relieve people from their pains and the density of their own life. And whether you feel like this is true or not, or if you feel like you are fully lived into this type of purpose or not, you will live into this purpose. Absolutely, pile number 2. So your other main character traits, pile number 2, is you're able to control the room. I don't know why it's so centered on gatherings and even business meetings, anything that is a gathering type scenario, like parties you're in, or parties even you're hosting. Maybe you are hosting retreats, stuff like that. Or even when you're in a community setting, when any situation where there is more than just you, even if there's just 2 of you hanging out, or if it's a group of you hanging out, you're able to control the crowd. People look to you for direction, people look to you for guidance, and there's something about you that is so potent and poignant in the way that you control the crowd. People, you are a born leader. That's one of your outstanding main character traits, is that your main character trait is actually that you are literally the main character in many, if not all, settings. People look to you for direction, for authority, and you're not trying to control the room. I really don't get that you guys do that at all. Actually, it's that you naturally control the room. People want to know what you have to say, people want to know what you have to joke about, and this bright, shining, uplifting aura that you carry around is so hard to not notice. You are literally the sun in energetic form, so it's hard not to notice how bright you're shining, and people want a piece of that brightness. People want a piece of that glittery ball of sunshine that you are. So other things that make you an outstanding main character is your ability to overcome difficult trials and tribulations with ease. You know, people see you going through an issue, and then all of a sudden a day or 2 later you're like, oh, you're back to normal, you're back to your bubbly, lovely self. And whereas with some other people, it might take them a month or 2 to get over, or to really understand how they got to this place where, and it's not even just about yourself here. People come to you with their basically negativity, and you're able to transmute their negativity and turn it into bright shining light. You're able to take their ball of pain and transmute it into the light and help it ascend and move that energy into its next best thing, you know. And people feel like there's a level of healing that you bring, not that you're trying to be a healer for them. You guys just naturally are healers, and maybe some of you guys are actual healers, actual tarot readers, actual spiritual workers. But even if you aren't, you guys are doing this anyway. Even if you weren't doing anything actively when it comes to healing, like, people come to you and it comes so natural to you, pile number 2, that even when you're walking down the street and you just make eye contact with someone, you lock eyes for a second, and all of a sudden their whole trajectory of life changes. That's how powerful you guys are. You look into their eyes and their whole world and dimensions have been elevated because of that small interaction with you. That's how powerful you guys are. That's what I'm trying to say. And you have that because you're so tapped in. Your crown chakra is so open. You are constantly, angels and God is pouring their healing energy through your crown chakra, and it comes out through your vessels. It comes out through your speech, it comes out through your hands. So when you create art, when you touch people, it's healing. When it comes through your eyes, with everything that you look at. When you look at a wall, the wall becomes healed. When you look at a plant, the plant is healed. You guys are really powerful in that way. And you also got the Simply Love card. So this is kind of just wrapping up everything that I've already talked about. So you literally have the sun imagery in the back here. So you guys have the energy of the sun that is working in your favor, that is working with you. Actually, it's not that it's in your favor or not, it's that you are the energy of the sun, period. And one of your main character traits is that your heart energy is really prominent and it's really strong. So that energy itself is very healing. Your main few words here is the sun energy, that you are uplifting, and that you are extraordinarily healing by just simply existing. So that's the reading I have for you guys, pile number 2. If you liked it, help me boop that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post videos every single week, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for letting me tune into your energy to read for you today. Thank you so much, everyone that supports me in any way. I really so appreciate it. There's not enough words for me to say to describe how much appreciation I have for every single comment, every single like, every single Etsy order, every single thing. So, and if you guys are looking for Etsy readings, that's for people that needs a quick pick-me-up, a quick clarification, anything to do with just confirming things that you already know. Because I don't feel like everyone or anyone really needs coaching or tarot readings. All the answers you could possibly need are within you, and what the answers that you're looking for will come to you 100% of the time. Confusion is just the ego freaking out. So back to your reading, pile number 3. What are your outstanding main character traits? Pile number 3, you have the energy of a prophet, of someone that is like a priest, someone that is wise beyond their years, someone that is able to see both sides of the story. So it's this level of wisdom and depth of a Scorpio, but at the same time, it's the balance of a Libran person. So you bring peace and harmony to the table. When I think of you guys, pile number 3, I think of someone that has always some kind of knowledge to share. You guys are very well spoken, very well versed. You guys are able to speak about many topics. You guys are diverse in your knowledge base. You are diverse in general. You guys are able to adapt to different social environments. You guys are able to speak to different walks of life. And you are able to connect with a different wide spectrum of people that come to your awareness, or when they talk to you, you're able to bring this uplifting, very warm-hearted connection type of experience of an interaction with people that come to you, or that people that you're talking to. You're able to understand where they're coming from in an open-minded way. One of your outstanding main character traits is that you're really patient. So why I say you guys are like the priest of the whole situation, you guys are the prophet of the group of people and the community that you're in. People come to you to feel grounded. That's what that is. People come to you when they feel like they are experiencing too much chaos in their life. People come to you when they're confused about which direction that they want to take, and when they talk to you, they're able to find clarity again. So some of your outstanding main character traits is that you have this, I want to say, fatherly energy, and whether you're a female or a male, it's all the same. Like, you bring this groundedness to people's life because you are balanced in the way that you view things. You are grounded in the way that you talk about things. You're not airy and fairy, you're not chaotic, you're not all over the place, you're not feeding into their chaos, you're not feeding into their anxiety. You talk to them with stable eyes, you talk to them with stable composure, and you're able to talk them through the situation. So, I'm giving examples of what interacting with you is like, but your energy is exactly this as well. Even when you're just minding your own business and going about your own life, you are also carrying around this very stable energy. Even when you're doing your groceries, people look at you and they're like, well, like the energy they feel from you, that person has got their shiz in order. They got their taxes done. They're stable. They're mentally stable. You just give off that vibe. And whether you feel like you do or you don't, it's that this is how people perceive you, and you are actually doing the thing, even though maybe you don't feel like it. And we're all human, so of course we don't always feel stable. We don't always feel like we have everything in order, but you guys you bring that grounded energy to the table regardless. So, all earth signs, Virgos, Tauruses, Capricorns, they naturally bring this stability to the dynamic. And I know I don't know a lot of earth signs, but I have met some very chaotic Virgos. But at the same time, when I experience them, I actually feel grounded at the same time. Like, even though you might not feel like you're grounded, you actually emit the grounded energy. And comparatively speaking, you are literally actually more grounded than most other people. Maybe, sometimes some of you guys I know and I can feel that you guys don't give yourself enough credit for how balanced you guys are, but you guys are. I'm telling you, this is one of your outstanding main character traits. So with this fatherly energy, with this harmony, you bring hope out. One of your outstanding main character traits is that you are able to instill this sense of opportunity, this sense of basically hope to people. You bring light to people's life. And I don't listen to Tony Robbins at all these days. I used to many years ago, but this energy reminds me of someone like Tony Robbins. You know, he has this grounded, you know, I was about to tune into his energy, but I don't really want to get super deep into his energy right now. But, you know, like Tony Robbins, he instills hope, and at the same time, he has this grand sense of, okay, this is what your life, this is what you're doing, this is what your life is, like, what are you gonna, he's very direct, you know, it's very, okay, excuse me, my cat wants to join in on your reading. Kitty cat. So let me pull a few more cards for you guys. What are some of your outstanding main character traits? I love your energy, by the way, pile number 3. Everyone needs some of your energy in everyone's life, because this is a divine masculine kind of energy. However you want to say it, it's very just, it's grounding. It's uplifting, but in a grounding way. It's like almost a wizard kind of energy too. You know, if we don't want to talk about masculine or feminine, but what I can say is that you guys have this, it's like you're the wizard, you're the prophet, you are the priest. Wow, I'm taking a long time to shuffle these cards. I'm just going to pull one out. That's what we're going to do. So you have Frog, prosperity. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So again, like I was saying, you guys bring this uplifting but grounded, stable energy to the situation at hand. You know, people feel inspired to, it's like they have this new sense of clarity after interacting with you. So that's the reading I have for you guys, pile number 3. I hope you liked it. If you did, help me boop that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. I post videos every single week, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.